I am excited to show you guys this today. We're talking about LTX2. This is a new open source model that creates audio and video. I'd like to somehow compare it to VAN 2.2, which also has a lot of the same features, but in my opinion is harder to run and takes a lot more power than this model. I haven't explored every part of this model, but I can see you can do open pose, you can camera control with different LoRa's, you can add style LoRa's, so it seems really versatile and a lot of things you can do with it. Today, I'm going to show you how to run it on your computer completely for free. The first thing we have to look at is my Civet AI download page. There you'll find all the download links you need and all the required nodes you need and some common issues. If you do have any issues, feel free to leave a comment and I will try to help you out with it. Make sure everything is updated. The biggest issue people are having right now with LTX2 is that either the GGUF loader isn't updated or KeyJ nodes isn't updated. Even if you think it's updated, that might be the issue. Please take a look. So all the links are down below for the model page. I also have a Hugging Face version for my UK brothers who don't have access to Civet AI anymore. All right, so this is the workflow when you first open it. It's pretty much just organized from left to right. This is where you input all the models. This is where you input all your settings. This is the sampler, and this is going to be upscaler, and then we're going to create the video, and we got the video right here. Basically, you should identify three things. Here are the settings. This is the size you can set. This is the length, so the amount of frames that it's going to create. And this is the frame rate. Both frame rate and frame rate float have to be the same. This is kind of an issue with how numbers work in ComfyUI, but it should be able to fix it, make it into one. But for now, you just have to make it be the same. Now here we have the sampler. This is a subgraph of a sampler, but it's just basically a custom sampler, the same to what the standard workflow needs. Now, as you can see here, 60 steps. This is set up for the dev. CFG1 is technically wrong. It should be CFG4. You're going to have better results with that. Now, once you've set the settings here in the first part, go to the sampler as the second biggest thing and set the steps 60 and CFG24. This is for the dev. As you can see here, dev. Also change those models depending on which model you're running. This is the distilled LoRa, but we're gonna keep it the same for the upscaling. The upscaling has a CFG of 1. That's why it needs this LoRa. Even if you're not running the distilled one, you can leave this be. Now, and the third part is obviously creating the video. Here we have all the samples that are finished, being decoded, both audio and the normal they decode. And then I'm gonna create a video. And here we have a video I've just created. I mean, I feel like it looks good. It is just a little bit creepy. But yeah, I think it's great. I think it's amazing that I was able to create 10 seconds of video on my 3060. And yeah, I'm very happy with this model. I've color coded the workflow best as I can to make it easy to use. And I hope you guys enjoy that. We do have an I2V version, which also works very well, I gotta say. It's exactly the same workflow, so don't worry about anything except for this. This is where we load the image in. So, for example, in this case, it's a square. It's 1024, so it's a little too small. I'm going to resize it bigger to generate it, right? So I can take an image real quick, for example, like this, which is bigger. And now we're going to take the longer edge and make it 1280. So this is 1280. So the height has to be 1280 and the width has to be 720. I'm not sure if it is the correct format, but make sure it is the correct format so nothing gets cropped and stuff. But the shorter side should technically now become 720 and the bigger side 1280. And before it was 4096 pixels, the longer side. So this resizes it down. Yeah, I have some notes that hopefully help you guys out. And yeah. And now we just need to run the workflow. A generation of 200 frames and 60 steps took me about 26 minutes, which is pretty good, I think, for 200 frames. And the distilled version with only 8 steps, only 481 seconds, which is also very, very good. But I do want to say, when you look at them both side by side here, I think the distilled version just doesn't have the quality. Maybe in the future it will get better quality, but I wouldn't recommend using it as of now. The quality is okay. I think if you compare it to Van 2.2, Van 2.2 still works better and looks better, especially in motion, especially in bigger resolutions. But this model is a really easy, fast, and efficient way to start creating videos. And I think it's great. I think it's great that the audio is included in the model. That just makes everything a lot easier, a lot simpler. Also more cinematic. Like any video you create is instantly more cinematic because it has sound to it, right? And it feels more real. It's more immersive. Now you can achieve this with other models too, but there's extra steps you're going to have to take. So this really simplifies things down. What do you guys think of the model? Do you like working with it? Does it do what you need it to do? Or does it just lack the quality that you need? Thank you for listening. Subscribe is always appreciated, and a like, of course. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye-bye.